program. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now, you're not just head of the union. You're on the front lines. You are an
I am.
active Border Patrol guy. So I want you to make this personal. I want you to tell me, you're on the border, you're a Border Patrol officer, and at that border, somebody steps across. I mean, a family, or it's an illegal crossing. Tell me what you do as a Border Patrol officer.
Well, the first thing that we do is we approach them, we determine whether or not they're here legally. If they're not here legally, we take them into custody, we take them back to the Border Patrol station, we process them. But now we have to look at this, this family separation issue, and if we have people that have children and they have no documents to show that these children are theirs, we then have to separate them for a period of time to determine whether or not in fact they are theirs. The other thing that we have to do is we have to determine whether these children are being smuggled into the United States for sex trafficking, which is a very serious issue.
But after the President's executive order, can you make that separation? Or does the family have, or this group, I should say, do they have to stay together?
No, we can separate them to investigate whether or not these children are actually those parents. Now that separation takes place for maybe an hour, 2 hours, you know, tops. But we go back to this original separation, and I'm very disappointed in the mainstream media and the way that they portrayed it. If they would have done a deep dive into it, and they would have looked deeper into it, they would find that this separation that we're talking about separation for a couple hours. All law enforcement does that, not just the Border Patrol, but if you get arrested at Target for shoplifting and you have 2 children with you, when you get arrested, the police officers are going to call Child Protective Services, and they're going to separate you, but of course they're going to reunite you at a certain time, which is exactly what is happening in this case. So these separations that the mainstream media has been portraying, we're talking about a separation of 7 to 12 hours in most cases. If they get jail time, then we're talking about the separation until jail time. But then you also have to look at the very serious crimes. When we arrest somebody just a couple days ago, we arrested somebody who had a conviction for rape in the United States. He had a 7-year-old daughter. We're going to separate those 2 individuals. We're not going to put those 2 individuals back together because this person was convicted of rape. Now we have to be concerned about the welfare of that child. So this is a very complex issue, but the mainstream media tried to water it down and tried to embarrass the president, which in my opinion is just absolutely disgusting.
Brandon Judge, we thank you very much indeed for giving us a frontline situation report, and we appreciate that and we like it. Thanks.